Hi guys. Hi everyone. Hi guys have become the norm. But then, why am I here? Over the next couple of weeks, we'll be going together on a journey. I finally am getting to start internship at a proper BSF farm, and I have looked forward to it for the longest. Like I've looked forward to it honestly, and I cannot wait to share proceeds of this journey with you. I cannot wait actually to go on this journey. Black Sugar Fly Lava. If you're still with me and we've been friends for the longest, you will be bored of hearing BSF from my mouth by now. But then Black Sugar Fly Lava is a protein ingredient that can be put into the feed of animals, and then it boosts their growth. Yeah, it has higher feed efficiency. It has the egg stage, it has the larva stage, it has the pupa stage, and then the adult fly stage. Now, when it gets to the adult fly stage, it stops feeding and blah 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 blah. Don't worry, there'll be a proper time to explain all about this to you. But I'm just going to be showing you evidences of what I'm going to be doing. Come along with me on this journey. Such an exciting journey. Now, the beautiful part is how it all started. How it all started. So, in my 300 level in school, 300 level getting to 400 level, I started talking to myself about getting serious with practical work. 100 level, 200 level, and then 300 level. They've been introducing us to theoretical work for both plant farming and animal farming, and 300 level was where the practicality started for me. So in the 300 level, we got this tour by Professor Bamboshe. I can never forget that tour. And he started introducing me because we went to so many farms for the tour. We went to poultry farm, we went to a fish producing company, that's Flour Mills Nigeria, Premier Feed Mill, It started igniting in my heart the love for the practical work in agriculture. It was a whole week, or some days, I think a whole week. The tour was a whole week. And so I started looking out for opportunities in agriculture and then problems, practical problems to solve in agriculture. So I took that year, got serious with school. Backstories, I wanted to do medicine, but I actually got to do agriculture. So the zeal and the interest to pay attention got ignited in 300 level very well. And I started paying attention to conversations of farmers. I would listen to them talk about their farms or listen to their, what's their struggle or problem. And most of the time during our communication, it was always about the cost of feed. It was always about the cost of feed. Now, my Department of Animal Science, we always do um in our final year, yes, 400 level. In 400 level, we get to do IT industrial training in a farm on a farm, and then in 500 level, you get to do your research project on the effect of any kind of feed on the maybe any animal of your choice. So in my 400 level, I opted to do my IT on Jonian Farms. It's in Enugu, Emene area, and where I got to work in the fishery unit, broiler unit, greenhouse unit. My major unit was the fishery unit, but then when we're done with fishery unit, I got the opportunity to go to the broiler unit, layer units, and the greenhouse units. It was a very beautiful experience. I have pictures that I hold so dear from that experience because the treasures of knowledge gotten from that experience, I just It can never get away from my life. It is something that I hold dear. The skills to take care of birds, take care of fishes, and then own a proper greenhouse. Now, in this farm, on this farm, I noticed feed was one major thing that you cannot go a day without feeding your animals feed. The fish, they had about 13 ponds on that farm. Now, with the size of the fish there, as at that time, you know, there are days where they finish the bag of feed. There are days when they finish half bag of feed. There are days where it's more than that. If you go to the layer unit, in fact, you don't even want to think about it. They had over 13,000 beds. So um they had over, let's just say approximately 11,000 to 13,000 beds. Now just imagine that you are raising 50 beds, yeah, and your 50 beds, when they are at chicks, that's when they are chicks, what you're going to be giving them, let's say it's still small, right? When they grow to the grower stage, and then these were mature layers. I cannot even count the bags of feed that they used to eat then. And then the current amount of fish feed, I asked somebody, around 42,100 naira. That's for fish feed. Poultry feed, I've not confirmed the amount. So I kept on hearing complaints from even external farmers about how much feed was their problem. Feed was their problem. Feed was okay. I'm going to actually like see how I can solve this. Like that was a resolve. I came back home for holiday after my IT, my 400 level, and I got talking to a church member who is into poultry farming. And then we got talking, and she lamented about the same feed. So from that day, I told her, don't worry. Little me, actually, told her, don't worry, ma. I'm working on this project that I'm going to bring a solution for feed. Okay? Don't worry. I was reassured. I reassured her. Now, fast forward to my 500 level. I got the opportunity to. I really was interested because I had already committed. Yeah, commitment was already made. And apart from the commitment, I just love the fact that I am going to be providing solution in this area. So I started traveling. I went to Ebonyi just to find out my own little way of putting in an effort. Then where the journey, because I was considering, okay, should I try granite peel? Should I try granite itself? Should I try um I was just checking, okay, what do I actually use? So to replace protein, because the reason why fish feed is very expensive, there are majorly two reasons: corn and soya. Corn and soya, they are the two. Corn is the carbohydrate content, and then soya is the one that produces the protein, the high rate of the protein content. I think there are a lot of alternatives right now. Yeah, I know about that, but then that's the reason for the skyrocketing, because when you feed your animals local feed, people who feed local feed and people who feed the foreign feed, when you see your animals, you see the difference. You notice the difference. The difference is clear. So getting to um, Anambra for this conference was still agriculture related. I got to come in contact with Professor Ebenebe. Professor Ebenebe was very instrumental to me finally making my choice for feed ingredients. We had a lot of things. She was like, "Oh, consider palm weevil, consider this, just consider insect meal generally. Anything insects now can fall in place to replace soya." And so I was like, "Okay, let's see how it goes." And I opted to do black soldier fly lava. She pushed me through. She put me through. Say she pushed me through. She put me through the how to do it. She had a BSF farm So we went there together. She put me through on some basics, and I started my project. Now, that project was successful. Kudos to my supervisor, Dr. Musu. Now, but there were mistakes I made. The mistakes I made that I later got to find out when I started my another training for BSF. There's a lot of story I want to give, but I will not just divulge everything in one video. So here it is. Um, this is my beginning journey for providing sustainable solutions for farms and communities. That is the peak of my desire. That at the end of everything, there are solutions for farms and communities that can be sustained over time. Now, it is a step at a time. So, we're beginning this journey with Black Soldier Fly Lava, and it is such an exciting journey. I did a training video. I think I posted it here on this platform. It should be on my wall. When I went for the training and all that, I still keep in touch with my tutor, and now by the grace of God and His favor, wisdom, and power, I would be working with Gelo Nigeria Limited to start up a proper farm site. Such an amazing experience, such an amazing experience, such an amazing design by God for us to just be solution providers. So here we go, BSF all the way, and I'm open to sending content about the journey here. Comments will be shut down as much as possible because I really can't make care at all. I don't have energy. I'm excited to share this journey with you. And then in the coming days, I think there'll be an action button if you want to get for your farm, or you want to, um, ask a question. There'll be an action button. But for now, here's an intro video to that journey. Then I'm still a songwriter, by the way. Uh, that's on another level. I'm still a songwriter, so where you'll be getting information about my music life and everything music. I will do my possible best to be dedicated to posting videos at least every week, as much as capacity is provided every day on my story. So I'll just post it on my story for you to watch and be blessed by it, be blessed by my gifts. But thank you for watching to this point. BSF all the way. Thank you.